The most famous presidents in history. The men who changed the fate of nations. Power does not begin with armies. It begins with one person, sitting behind a desk, making a decision that can change millions of lives forever. History remembers kings. It remembers conquerors. But the modern world, it was shaped by presidents. Some became heroes, some became villains, and some became legends so powerful that even decades after their deaths, their names still dominate politics, war, and history itself. The first was a man who helped invent the idea of the presidency, George Washington. In 1789, after leading America through the Revolutionary War, Washington became the first president of the United States. At that moment, democracy itself was an experiment. Most of the world still lived under kings and empires. Washington could have become another monarch. Many wanted him to. Instead, after 2 terms, he voluntarily stepped down. That decision shocked the world. For the first time in modern history, a powerful leader gave up authority peacefully. And in doing so, he created the foundation for modern democratic transitions of power. But history rarely stays peaceful. By the 1860s, America was tearing itself apart in civil war. More than 600,000 people would die in the bloodiest conflict in U.S. history. At the center stood Abraham Lincoln. Tall, exhausted, and constantly surrounded by death reports, Lincoln faced a nightmare few leaders could survive. The country was collapsing. Yet in 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, transforming the war into a fight against slavery itself. When the Union finally won in 1865, Lincoln had preserved the United States. But just days later, he was assassinated. The man who saved the Union never lived to see the peace he created. Then came the 20th century, an age of world wars, nuclear weapons, and global superpowers. And few leaders shaped that era more than Franklin D. Roosevelt. When Roosevelt entered office in 1933, America was drowning in the Great Depression. Banks had collapsed, millions were unemployed, families starved. Then came another disaster, World War II. Roosevelt led America through both crises simultaneously. Under his leadership, the U.S. transformed into the largest military and industrial power on Earth. By 1945, America was producing nearly half the world's industrial goods. But Roosevelt died just weeks before the war ended.